And welcome back to another episode of PSY-POD, the podcast about nothing. We are just like Netflix, but on YouTube.
More like Samu.
And free. And the other one, Soyala and what law?
Shangri-La.
Yeah, but we're on YouTube, an American platform.
Free.
It's free, but maybe half of you are watching it, which is Krishlani with a lot of ads.
Thanks for
Speaking of which, 56% of you are not subscribed, so maybe consider subscribing. Half of you people, please. You can subscribe, my way. Anyways, I'm joined here today with 2011 TNA Jeff Hardy, also known as TTJ, aka Zhingkham. What's up?
Hi.
With return of the immigrant, the 2021 Jinder Mahal, Priyanshu. How you doing?
Hello, guys.
Okay, and 2009 Randy Orton, Norley.
Randy Orton.
That's his favorite. Let me give it to him.
Could phone. Could call back ringtone Randy Orton.
Call it you.
Call back ringtone. Could number go na.
And behind the scenes we have 2009 Kurt Angle, also known as Perk Angle. And I am 2025 John Cena. Welcome to PSY-POD. PSY-POD starts now. PSY-POD. Okay, we're back. Okay, anyways, I have to give a special shout out today. Before we do the special shout out, we'll give a regular shout out to DOMCIIP for thank you for supporting this podcast and with these mics that we have here. And another person, give me a second, okay? I have to give I'll give a special shout out to the sponsor for this episode is SYDEMA1312. That's their IG handle. Thank you for sponsoring. They know. Yes. Thank you for the Barbisa Village food. How was that?
That was bang.
Okay, and then the Sona Mongshin concert. More. A little bit of that, and also the wine till 7 a.m.
Okay. Simple guy.
Yeah, but thank you so much. Thanks for sponsoring this episode. If I could say any message, thanks for supporting and keep watching. If you guys want to be like SYDEMA1312, you can always maybe DM in anyways. Anyways, I also have to thank our lovely members, and usually we do wish a verbal shout out to each and every one of you, but now you've gone and grown to a nice lovely batch of almost 60 members. So thank you to the podheads. We appreciate you for directly supporting this podcast.
Thanks.
So this is all you guys. Big ups to you all. And now I've made a new tier called the Podhead Pro. If you guys can upgrade to that, I'll give you a visual shout out. Now this is not as a cash grab me. It's now a 60 midu. 60 midu hakwe. 60 midu. No, I don't mind. You can do the regular podhead. No problem. But Ming Tail do the every episode 120 times hakwe. Please understand, but we'll get back to the podcast, okay? All right, and anyways, also, before we start, this is not an interview. This is not BBS Channel 2 news after Zonka news. This is what is it? I don't know. It's chaos. It's interruptions after tangents and a lot of weird topics. So, can I just finish the intro, man? Come on. Okay, anyways, yeah. So with that being said, which is now become my catchphrase, I feel, let's start with what topic then, Susu? What are we going to start? You said something about a lamp. You want to start with that?
Well, first thing,
okay.
Since the last time I was here, PSY-POD has really picked up, man. PSY-POD has really picked up, man.
It's okay, you pick it up.
Glad to see you all, man.
Thanks, man. It was surprising.
Wow. Glad to see you all.
PSY-POD Atlas.
Atlas?
Yeah, this guy's to the minute. He's carrying on his shoulders.
Yeah, man. Nola is for the girlies, and I'm for the homies, man.
Yeah,
man.
I'm from the homies.
You're for the girlies, man? Come on, we know that, man. We know that. It's okay. You pick your niches, man. Man. Okay.
Juno Studios, we're live from Juno Studios.
Yeah, we're live from Juno Studios.
Marketing, man.
Marketing, man. This is
marketing episode.
It's the longest intro ever, man, to the episode. Okay.
What do I start with?
No, the lamp. Let's start with the lamp.
Man, how's your journey, man? Priyanshu, long man.
Yeah.
6 months ago, the SHOUTOUT was all-time low. The stocks were plummeting.
What?
Come on, man.
All-time low stocks were plummeting.
Priyanshu Ragnar episode this baby. Renaissance now it's blown up.
Come on, guys.
Pull
Pull in the views for us, man.
What's your journey, man? It's
since the 6 months. Travel with eating idea. Okay, I lost my job. Company that I was working for shut down, so I had 3 months of unemployment, which was the best time of my life. Honestly speaking, it was the best time of my life, man. It was like a freeing feelings moment.
Alrighty.
Have you guys heard the story of this lady? I think she had like bipolar disorder or something. New York, and then she talks about how when she first opened up about her disorder, she felt like an elephant ki cameo to feel pages. Like it felt like a weight of an elephant's foot lifted out of her chest. I feel basic when I was unemployed. It's like I have anything, I could wake up and do anything with infinite possibilities. So I was traveling around, man.
What you're saying.
So it was, man, I was just traveling around, Patsucho, Shatachtu, just chilling around India. Till, then I started freelancing a bit, so doing that.
Chimapa, since you do this remote freelance work, why can't you just work permanently or mainly in Bhutan?
I can't stay here for long.
Permits, yeah,
because I don't work here now, so the permits only allow me to stay.
But when you were a student, how did that work? The student visa.
I was a minor there.
So when you're a minor, you can stay.
I can stay as a dependent on my parents there.
Yeah, because your parents actually have work visas, or is it a work visa?
Visas, yes.
Oh, okay. So in your situation, how long can permits be permitted for? How long can permits be permitted for?
It's a month usually, and then if you have a valid reason, they let you stay for another month, 2 months.
Getting ad-libs in the back, hand signs.
2 months. Sign language ad-libs.
Past few months,
DB, since your last appearance,
Yeah, what have you been doing, man?
Yeah, thank you. 아니 얼루기가 그러나 저대도 거의 텐데스 접차 만나 지가 탱게스라 변 탱이 근데 마음 같이 배면서 past few months 한 really hang phone zoom hang tebe phone zoom like a Samsung Galaxy Y from 2010 and zoom hang tebe 2 megapixel camera chica moment miss feel the 2 megapixel camera in the challenge.
So specific, man.
So basic.
We can also talk about phones, man. Snapdragon, the experts on the excellence. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2.
Man, there's nobody.
This is a very niche topic here. You talk about phones.
Last time we tried to talk about. It's too chaotic. Oh,
sorry. Okay. Let's go back since I'm the moderator. Let's go back. Okay. Okay. So let's start a lamp. Tell me the lamp. I want to know what the lamp is, man. What the lamp is.
I was going to tell them the lamp story. I don't know. Some of you might know, but I saved it for the pod. So here goes, man. You guys also hear it.
Let's go.
There's a story of this guy. He posted it on Reddit, and I think he was like a college student, 18, 19-year-old, first, second year college. And and he was going home, and then he got hit by something, got hit in the head, and he fell on the ground. He fell on the pavement, hit his head even more.
Hit by a football player. Yeah.
Oh, something happened. I know it was an altercation or something, or maybe something happened. Accidents, maybe hit by I don't know, just caught in the crossfires or something. Then he hit the pavement, and he passed out. And he lived a whole lifetime. And then.
Oh, I've heard the story.
You heard the story?
I heard the story, but go on. I don't know it. I vaguely remember. I don't remember.
So basically, he wakes up and he wakes up and he thinks it's actually him, and he goes about his life normally. He meets this girl and he starts going after her. Then they fall in love. They get married. They have kids. And then he has this beautiful house. And then he goes for work every day like a normal life. Yeah.
Okay.
And one day he noticed Kogi and a study that there was a lamp, and the lamp, it's distorted. It's in 3D, but it was distorted, almost like upside down. And
Okay, something like
oh,
glitch in the
something,
matrix.
Glitch in the matrix, something like it was glitching somewhere. And then he just couldn't go to sleep. He just kept staring at it all night. He couldn't wrap his head around it, and he basically stayed up the whole night just looking at it. And then couldn't go to work. He couldn't eat. He couldn't sleep. He couldn't do anything. And then his wife got worried. The wife took the kids to her mother's house because she was really worried what's happening. And then when this was happening, he was gaining consciousness. He was coming back to his original life. And that's the distortion started getting worse. He could really see that the lamp can calm this ten and so yeah, then he wakes up there. He wakes up and he's still on the pavement basically where he passed out, and he's lived 10 years of his life, but that life didn't exist. And now he wakes up and the police officer's taking him to the hospital, and then he couldn't wrap his head around like what's happening, what's going on. And then depression is zero. He was in depression for like 3-4 years, and then he sees his wife and his kids in the dreams. That's basically the story.
Okay.
10 seconds.
10
seconds.
Yeah, basically 10 seconds. It's like Inception.
This is similar to what we talked with Lhaden about. So basically, like, I heard a similar story, okay? It was about this guy who got knocked out on Nivera, and then he said he went to the hospital, and then he was legally dead, Then, by some, like, I think EMT or some shit, then he... defibrillator, or whatever, I don't know the full story, but then basically he got revived back to life. His heart started or something like that. So he says, like, right now I experienced that more. It was like a street interview, like, what's some crazy story you have? And he said that happened. And he said, oh shit, what happened? Like, did you see all that shit? Like, yeah, life flashes before your eyes, you see your whole life pass by, and then like I was going through the light, and he's saying, and what else did you do? How did you feel up there? I felt peace, complete peace. Like, okay, I was content with that, Then all of a sudden I came back no more, and now I don't know how to feel, I don't feel at peace anymore, and I know how it felt like, and I feel like, I'm not sure if this is real. So it's very similar to like last time what I said, and what thing also Lhaden added was, DMT gets released to your brain, maybe, so that hallucinogenic must have been really intense there. So scientifically, you could think about it that way. Now spiritually, I don't know. But then, now if you watch Naruto, I would think it is Genjutsu. You watch Naruto?
Amen.
Huh? So Itachi has a ability, where he puts you in this shadow realm. He puts you in this shadow realm, and you're like, every second on that realm is like a day. So he keeps you in there for like 10 seconds.
Like time travel, more.
No, the Inception, all that, all combined. But why I feel like scientifically, maybe it's the DMT kicking in. That's my theory.
Near-death experience. Common light source. Then light source some comforting source. Loyal long worry
very common.
Near-death experience. The light source Buddhist theory nature of Chettri mind nature, Buddha nature. Rangjung Rikpa ani se anime do the light source chinas comfort bonus. Kachimango Dromongo se so koi source of comfort of yet of tones no me the lalu needed experience na con Jimmy Rams na honosi. The light source get ten jonosi. Ani real manzi so sing china degonoiga se. So most ani near death experience ombe lokomi suma shogirako mide longwade pa mide afi light source get place bit song me ngachi na to already drop pe but kon mide slab lokonosi. So chigila midi depression option but other cases na the near death experience na kon lokomda sense of renewed purpose chekong no de.
Yeah. It's like.
But I think Buddha nature, like like when they now let's go back to Buddhism a little bit. It's just like if you're like at peace with your own actions, like when you practice things like kindness, compassion, and then let go of things like greed and hate and all. When you're in that state of unconsciousness, I feel like if you're like a very salty person, you'll get a bad trip. You know what I'm saying?
You just think of the negative.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that guy, or like she did me dirty, or I wish I had that. And then because of that, you had a really bad trip, and you don't get that person guiding in a nice way. It's like hurry, no bad trip. Whereas maybe if you're like a very chill down, calm person, you practice these good values, it already makes you a very calm, detached person. So when you're in that state of mind, it's your own consciousness saying the way those chemis. All good, man. It's all good. It's all good.
How do you explain consciousness, man?
Huh? I don't know, man. But then I think it's like, when sometimes do you get sleep paralysis?
Yeah.
I always get sleep paralysis. So when I sleep paralysis, like every other day. Yeah.
That's not normal, man. I used to get me also.
Sorry, man. I don't know. Some doctor out there. I love
Your sleeping problem.
Every day.
Every other day.
You
Yeah.
have trouble falling asleep.
I have not
long
that much.
durations.
I don't know about that, but
Nam
like maybe I sleep around 1.
Man, how many minutes do you think it usually takes?
The sleep paralysis. Yeah. If I really try hard and I'm sleepy, it would not take long, 1-2 minutes.
Yeah.
But
do you have a sleep paralysis demon?
no, I've
He's
already.
the demon.
Please ask myself.
Actually, it is true, man. It is true. And if you see, the thing is, now we're deviating to sleep paralysis, but you can go on the whole bubble because I've lived with my whole life is sleep paralysis.
Yeah,
So
I
believe that Jig Zoom Islam, and I watched the whole documentary on sleep paralysis, and then they always say it's this black figure. It's all bullshit. It's all hallucinogenic.
It is hallucinogenic.
Because you're imagining it. I don't see a
Of course,
figure.
you're imagining it's not real,
It's
but
not
I'm
real.
just asking, like, do
No.
you see it then?
So I don't see a figure, but I feel a presence. Okay.
It's almost the same thing.
So it's where your thought goes. So example, when I'm in sleep paralysis, what usually happens is I feel like someone is grabbing me, scratching me, shutting down, pull bare. Okay? But then I calm myself down. And that whatever feeling that remove, and it's Saturday, instead it goes into just like a city, like ding, ding, ding. Because my thought is thinking about that, but ting, ting, tings, you know?
Convincing your
Yeah.
mind.
It's not, it's just you. It's just you, buddy. It's just you.
But it's difficult.
But I don't know. Since I get it like every other day, I've made friends with my demon. Okay.
you have to.
No, so because sleep paralysis, it's like messy. You're in a dream, then your mind has woken up, but body still asleep. So like fuck, body no. So I try to calm down first, because first of all you panic. Remember, you don't think you're breathing. You think someone's scratching you. Then also on top of that, panic. So you need to find a way to wake up, but also not get too lost in the thought, because then you hallucinate more. You're waking up, you're trying to get out of the bed. So I try to control my mind, and I try to move a finger or and try to shake and touch once or twice, not so bad. Then once I get up, the worst thing you can do is to go back to sleep, because your body again is tired, mind is awake. So shake then I try to go back to sleep so you can be synced. The mind and the body can sleep together. So I don't know. I get it every other day. Is that normal, Mashish? Yeah?
Sleep paralysis, like when you don't move your body for a huge amount of time, the brain puts you to sleep.
It's like almost like unless when you're in a deepest sleep during REM, rapid eye movement, and then sleep paralysis. I think what happens is all of a sudden the REM stops around.
When your body suddenly wakes up,
maybe I don't know. Usually when it triggers this dehydration. If I'm not hydrated enough, then sleep paralysis.
A lot of things, man. Even alcohol, or you just have a weird triggers lumina. I think fucked up sleep schedule, and just if you're abusing a lot of stuff, if you're just not in a good physical and mental state, it happens.
Shit, man. Thanks for giving me this nice diagnosis, man.
Next time, try to go to sleep on a happy mood, I guess.
Yeah. But no, it's not a happy mood. The same has woken up before the body does.
Yeah, I know, but then you can try to identify your triggers and then try to.
So have you ever lucid dreamt, guys? No?
Yeah, but the problem is lucid dream better. I don't remember it a lot of the times.
Well, when you're in sleep paralysis, you can lucid dream. You can either wake up or you can lucid dream.
Yeah.
But you have to really focus. Sometimes you can fly. Sometimes you can leave your body. But it's all hallucination. It's your mind trying to have fun.
Yeah.
Have you done it?
Yeah. Oh. I think Nadi lucid. I don't know, man. Him on sleep paralysis top
No,
the lom that angi chizum lom denus sari chicken sari the magin tanos angi chizum lom denu the do it mo the lom bed 같이 began no it roll up any internet now research bit out the any sleep paralysis the call research bit the lucid dreaming call remember so body still with them so you're like you are awake but your body is still so me to jam with the way but if you want to do lucid dreaming me to jam me to you just don't fall asleep conscious with the go then body still with them no movements man no movements then your brain sends a signal to your body oh this person you're asleep body shut down basically rest mode basically hibernate mode but the rapid eye movement so if you suddenly wake up half your process no there is sleep paralysis but the body shut down but if you remain conscious to dream state and then you are awake basically but in the dream state then control between
you can control your dreams.
I've not controlled that well but to a certain extent but
I'm King Kong. It's not I forgot. Training day either. I'm King Kong and forget
Nilamgi.
Lucid dreaming long RAM the biomesi. Long RAM down.
Oh.
Doctor she was.
Yeah, man. Nga long RAM the biome dele shebesi. Long rendesi. Ugamede. Mom सब तो यार मिस
paranoid dhir bhi the.
Boring miss.
Enjoy basic lucid dream.
Yeah man. Gotta enjoy deep consciousness.
Okay. Do you know like sometimes some dreams have meanings? No? Like if your teeth are falling off, which means you're lacking confidence.
Yeah,
if you keep going uphill road and you keep falling down, then it's like right now it's a overwhelming task you're having hard time accomplishing. Then doing listen to the Masculinity. If you get a snake which bites you, you get sick.
Snake bites you, these are good things.
It's a bad things. Yeah, I got sick once.
Bazaguru janchi Then
you sleep the body body.
Yeah man.
Jerks man.
Yeah man.
Coyotism miss gravity. Hey, what happened to the
So just it goes to show how powerful the conscious is. Mind.
Explain conscious. Oh, reminds me. Recently, Lhazzzy, I read this article about this guy who was trying to. He basically wrote about why is it so hard to explain consciousness, and he compares consciousness to something known as the Gödel sentence. The Gödel sentence is a sophisticated way of saying that this statement is a lie. So A statement, B statement, and this statement is a lie. It contradicts though. So Gödel sentence is like, let's say there's a machine. Let's say Norla is a machine, and Norla writes a statement like the presence of Norla does not exist within this machine. That's the statement.
Okay.
And if it's true, it means that Norla doesn't exist. It means it's inconsistent. The machine is inconsistent. The Norla doesn't exist within himself. If you say that if you say that the statement is not true, it's still inconsistent because now you're saying that Norla doesn't exist. The non-existence of Norla is non-existent. So the existence doesn't happen to begin with. So doesn't make sense.
You lost me. How many times did you say exist and not exist, man?
Come to exist.
Let me simplify it. So let's say there's a machine, okay, and you say the statement S is inconsistent within this machine. So the statement S, if you say that the statement S is inconsistent within this machine, if you say that it's true, then you're saying that it's inconsistent.
Paradox.
So your machine is inconsistent. So it's not reliable.
Paradox.
Yeah, basically. And even if you say that the statement is false, it means that, if this statement is false, then not every other statement is true either. If you can say that this is false. That's what I meant. So consciousness is like that. You can't explain consciousness within consciousness. You need like a third person perspective there. So
Fourth dimension. Fourth
dimension
dimension maybe.
Yeah, so if I need to explain consciousness, I need to exit my consciousness. But if I exit it, I cannot explain it because I'm not within my consciousness.
First, I never saw it.
Not a machine. Exists.
But
so question.
My bad.
No,
My bad,
it
guys.
seems like Buddhism now, like, okay, who are you? You say Priyanshu. You say, who is Priyanshu? This is Priyanshu. Where is Priyanshu? Where exactly is Priyanshu inside the body?
That's why the theory of inexistence. You don't actually physically exist. It's just your concept.
Perception. You are what you think.
Bundle theory there. It's
what?
You know about the bundle theory?
Please tell me, enlighten me.
So let me simplify this way. Size of machine, and he's a bundle of
Everyone's a fucking machine.
Everyone's a machine. It's basically this philosopher named David Hume who came up with the idea that whenever he looks at himself, he always looks at perceptions of himself. He's not actually looking at himself. So it's just Kugi hypothesis. We're just like collections of bundles of perceptions over time. So you are you because of your perception so far in life.
Okay.
Right? Whatever
makes
you
sense,
know.
Makes sense.
So it's everything you perceive, how you perceive it in that moment, and then basically your physical existence does not matter. It's just your perception of things and everything around you. So for example, chi brain and nole kutunutsu, the koi brain chi kutunutsu, who's who there? So it's you can't physically he's Nola, but he's actually Sai there. So it's like the perceptions are way more profound.
So that's the theory now.
It's just a bundle theory there. It's like we're just perceptions, but nothing more than that.
I agree with that. That. It makes sense. But I think that when you say Norla, it's not just Norla's brain, it's not his consciousness, it's also his body. Complete package is his body. Without that eye is also not Norla. But then again, it's a ship of Theseus thing. No? I take Norla's body parts, split it into 2,000 pieces. Is that all 2,000 Norlas?
If you replace Norlas,
we've torn you apart, put you back together, put you in the machine. You are the machine. Do you exist? You don't exist.
At what point is Norla not Norla then?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But what I feel like, exactly what you're saying, it made me think a little bit more like that. So I know, like when I'm asleep and I get paralysis, body is here, mind, brain, whatever you call it, consciousness is somewhere here. I would think it's here, but most likely it's not. But then, how do I know? I'd go from again in order to see from above to see what that is now. Because we have only you don't know what that is.
A blade cannot cut itself, you see.
Exactly.
Everything I said, you're one step.
Yeah, blade cannot cut itself. That's the episode title. And I check thumbnail na tuja where blade cannot.
Background of blade. Blade me man suggest the blade.
I thought we were gonna keep question the Bhutan India friendship. Because sus the share AI is a shoe. That's you know, you give the reference pictures and then give them the RRR. Say replace those two heads with these two of my friends. I can have. Yeah, you can with ChatGPT. You can. It's very sophisticated. You can take a house room, take the pictures, and then put in ChatGPT, change the color of the wall, remove the cupboard, and you can do all interior designing on your own. AI is exponentially getting better. Say.
AI, Singapore. Level na pollution
What do you mean?
Because of the data centers.
Amount of pollution produced equivalent to Singapore, Madagascar, Google better.
Last time we were googling an interesting Nola when we do the backgrounds. Actually, Nola found this interesting Google Labs where we do the backgrounds, and after every prompt, Nola always stops with please and thank you. And I was like, Nola, please and thank you. It's so much joke, babe. You never know when they take over, man. You gotta be nice.
It's real, man. It's real.
Okay, so by the way, it's actually a phenomenon, Missy. There's a video. There's a video where people say that ChatGPT spends about $10 million in electricity from people just generating please and thank you. Because people are afraid that they think that if I write please and thank you more in the house, not that guy. He said please and thank you.
He was nice to me.
Rick and Morty wrote the sentence again. Where are my balls, Summer? Who is it? You, Morty. You're the good one. That's Nola he wants to be.
Future color
Snowball. I shall be called Snowball.
Future color the WhatsApp data center daily panic.
Why?
Every morning India millions, hundreds of millions of Indians. Good morning, GIF. Good morning, text. Good morning, GIF. Good morning, and WhatsApp. Server is meltdown.
Bundle of flowers.
Good morning. Have you not seen those?
I've not used WhatsApp ki GIFs, but I've used other apps ki GIFs.
Indian sometimes, man.
Indian sometimes.
Good morning, hello.
Okay, well, what's another? Okay, you got a lot of things, the topics and range to talk about. Okay, that time we're talking about
Consciousness.
Yeah, consciousness. Let's stick on that, and you added.
Explore that.
Yeah, there.
Science ki theka lam na te.
Yeah.
How we think about it through science.
Science ki kodita. You can't explain consciousness through science only, man. I think so, because until like you can't explain something from within it.
Okay, then I'll tell you something interesting. You don't want to talk about money, but that time I was into a podcast about money, and okay. Yeah, man, interesting. Okay, so basically, I'll ask you guys a question. How is your relationship with money, first of all? Is it healthy? Is it toxic?
It's healthy, man.
It's healthy, huh? Okay.
Learn to figure out finances the hard ways, man. So first time when I started working, didn't make a lot of money. It was like you gotta cut short on your expenses. Everything was bare minimum or like the basic. Then that habit just sort of stuck with me. That I never had any sort of like I never had that. So even now when I make better money, I still have a better lifestyle because I live well below my means, man. So I'm able to. I don't even worry about the money because my lifestyle is very limited, especially because I travel to spending. My money is mostly just in traveling, and I live a very simple, frugal lifestyle. So I think I have a good relationship with money. It's shit that you gotta figure out on your own, especially if you come from a middle class family. You exposed early to how important money is and how important it is to be mindful of how you spend that money and then how you split that there.
Okay. What about you, TTJ?
No comments.
No comments.
No comments. Okay. So, the Chengay podcast, and I was watching the Diary of Your CEO. You guys should check it out. It's a very good podcast. And he's a guy who's a financial guy who talks about like money as in like saving and stuff. So, like, I'll tell you personally, like, I would be considered maybe a little frugal person also. And it's not because remember, I always had something like, I always need just in case something happens. Let's say my gari dui, or what do you call, phone maybe or phone crack, or I need to buy another phone. That's a little safety net fund. I always need it in my head. Contingency plan.
Basically
it's a Batman contingency plan. And also like in the event I want to go to Bangkok. In the event I want to buy this. At least because now I'm saving for whatever reason it is, not for a particular thing. But I'll at least have some safety fund and I can like use that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I think about saving money. So I always thought like if I get a certain amount of money, let's say a crore or maybe $1 million, no, that will be like enough to get my all. Like I want to check all my boxes. So the Chengay podcast name then quick and let me see. Yeah, okay, fine. That's that more. It's never enough, which he says, which the guy says also. But it's better to have $1 million more and realize, it's not about that more, rather than have $0 and think about it's not that many.
Of course they are.
Yeah. But also on that note, he's saying like somebody who's like a billionaire more, okay, with a lot of like companies and assets and people to take care of, maybe financially rich, but psychologically poor because he has so many things to think about, no peace of mind.
Exactly.
He has to go longer. Like if he does a mistake, he lose all that, and not only him, his shareholders and all. Billionaire lose more money, more problems, basically. But let's say a person who's earning, let's say 9 to 5, 25K, living independently, can survive on that. And if they're like chilled out with whatever they get more, they're psychologically rich because they're like free to do what they want. They can go slower. Not really worry about whether it's gone or lost. So it's this mentality. So we're going back to again consciousness also. So I'm saying you are what you're thinking in a way. So if you think you're rich with what you have now, then you're already rich. You're already what you need.
Exactly. It's all about
you know what I'm saying? But if you, like you said, same thing there. You'll never be enough. If you're already not having enough now,
Yeah,
you'll never be enough
have-
later.
Exactly.
So there's also that which maybe like think, oh yeah. So like in a way, I might have been financially poor, but psychologically I might have been rich.
Yeah.
Because maybe I'm rich with, let's say, this might be sound corny, with friends,
Rich at heart.
with family.
It's just an excuse.
No,
I'm rich at heart,
with
girl.
experiences. She loan teaching, heart teaching it. Okay. So, but also another way is like, and I understand, but oh shit, man, I'll never be psychologically rich. No, so no,
Yeah.
so that's also another relationship that I'm saying with money. Like how we think we are. Like if you like, you look at somebody else, I could chup to me. I'm not chup. Or you think I'm chup and he's not chup. What makes you think you are? But it's what you think, man. So that's what I'm saying.
So you never do the comparison in the first place there. So let me ask you, Skull, no love shot. Would you rather be rich and in like, not like a metaphorical noose around you, and like homies, yeah, man. Would you rather be rich and
With a noose around your
noose love not free there, like constantly worrying about money and struggles, or would you be poor and have like a free life? You don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, but it's no basic ask questions.
I'm talking about normal, so I'd rather like the hobbits in the Shire, man.
Sure, the best life then.
Yeah, but like, we call it an amtimishimo, but like J. Cole said, Cole, after he earned after the gold.
Oh yeah, love shit.
I love the way Koti Ramchiti in the enemy, but even a Kota Anzum Shabra, he appreciates the comforts that money can bring to his family and his friends there. And when they call you, yeah, it's a good thing. So that means
You didn't answer the question, man.
huh?
You didn't answer the question.
Well, love you, no news.
So no news.
said
No
no
news.
news.
Doesn't want the news.
Yes,
I don't
news.
want the news. I don't want the
We want
news.
the news.
I don't want the news.
Yes, news.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, nga noose around my neck. You're no let some people around me, the people I care about, lifestyle regime so no, I'll take the news. Yeah.
I'll take the
There's
news.
yeah.
Both of them, man.
Yeah, it's a
How
both.
can you wait, man?
No, but I remember they also like to be selfless is also to take care of yourselves for others. Remember, that's yeah.
Duty.
It's exactly
Right?
like as a
Who's-
man's middle.
So,
Virtue.
so it's like I'll take the burden. I'll hold the planet Atlas for my people, but I'll suffer. But also like maybe the
I
people
like
care about Atlas.
Lamborghini.
Maybe the people want to care about Atlas, and then the fact that Atlas
People
is
forget about Atlas.
no. Let's say
You Atlas. Geography gun.
no.
Oh, I know.
It's a metaphor. Metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically, even I'm saying that.
That's
That's why it's called Atlas.
So listen, no, like what about more the fact that Atlas is bearing so much weight on his shoulders more, and the people are like, no, don't do it. I'm not happy that you're in pain. No, but no, I'll take the pain still. That's also not very selfless.
Hercules tricks him or someone.
I think so. It's
Easy.
ends story.
I don't know one. Oh, Atlas.
What? And the DC crossover the Shiga. So Atlas requests Superman to hold the world for one day, so that he can go to his daughter.
Oh yeah.
Dixie in there.
Tangent got an ass.
Sorry, so sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. But I never deviated into God of War.
Boss, genius.
Do you want
Sexy Wangchu.
Hot tag.
What is sexy? Come, sexy. Come. Chichi, come with us. Sexy. Come.
Sexy, do the same question. Color sexy.
By the way, yes, guys.
Glad to see you.
Bye-bye.
Come. Yeah. Tag out.
Show us.
You ask sexy something.
Yeah.
Ask sexy.
Gotta be sexy.
Glad to meet you.
Well, you guys are far from the mics. You gotta stick to the mics. Mics are low.
Sexy. Ani didn't win. Ani recent. That's chamchi. That's so much. Ani TikTok. Ani TikTok. Na she ming love the lumen na mugi. Gachi miga ro. Mitsugi. No.
I know, man.
Kade pero ngachi ki album chi drop bedo.
Last advertisement.
Jobra theo bilgi karagi. Yeah.
You guys are
Now
making
job don't lo lam me.
Yeah.
you guys are making an album, yeah.
Go DJs, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, now at least the mic sound is cut out.
DJ, sure.
Cautiousness, people.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about adolescence. Okay, I enjoyed Adolescence on Netflix, guys. Part 4 series, one shot.
I haven't watched it.
Okay, I'll just give you the premise. Okay, then you can watch. But if you want to watch, or I think you should watch with friends or by yourself is nice. Both are good. So it's one shot, one take, meme. It's literally one take. Huh? No, it's not there. So okay, this is what Adolescence is about. Basically, the series starts with a SWAT team outside a house. They barge in. They say like hands up, get down. They go up and then they break a door and then they find the little 13-year-old kid. His hands up. We found him, and then they take him. And then dad's like, what the fuck's going on? Mom's like, what crazy? And then they put him in the interrogation room and they say, yeah, you're being accused of murder of a 13-year-old girl who's been stabbed like 19 times, okay? And then now you guys want to watch that.
Based on true events,
No, based on inspired by like in England a lot of stabbing cases do was
Shiving.
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper. Yeah.
So
Just a second. Then the 13-year-old boy, he was there in the room,
Yeah.
and there was the 19-year-old girl who got stabbed.
no, see,
She was murdered.
She was murdered.
not 19-year-old girl, like 13-year-old girl was stabbed 19 times.
Okay, my
Okay,
bad.
and he's the prime
So
suspect.
the whole gachimu.
It's about finding the.
No, it's not about who did it.
One take look in the chigi.
So it's a one shot, so one take.
Is it a movie?
It's a series. It's a series. So one take. The God of War
Each
POV.
episode is one take.
Yeah, every episode is one take. So basically, it's not a hidden cut. It's actually a one take. So how they shot it was 3-week schedule. So 1 week they just did it without the production team, rehearsed the scenes. They did 2 takes a day. Practice lines memorized, worked out all the blocking, blah blah blah. Next week again they practiced the lines and everything, but now with the production team choreographed everything. The final week, no, they did a shoot. Every day they did 2 takes, and in the final cut of the movie series, they chose whichever take was good. Like so, episode 1 was like the second take, episode 2 was like the 12th take, Anzumbe. But usually they would shoot about 16 takes. So 16 takes, chances to get it right. So the show is now technically very interesting, shot like that, more interesting. The another way is that the subject matter. So later on we find out, okay, spoiler, but it doesn't matter, man. It's not the main point. It's not about the kid did it, he killed her, okay? But it's not about who did it. It's about why did he do it, okay? And then we find out like things like he was following her. Why was he following her? Apparently on Instagram she wrote a message to him. Why did she draw a message? It's basically about he was something what they call incel, so involuntarily celibate. So you know what incels believe? So in this series I learned a few things. So they believe something called this 20-80% rule. Have you know this? Do you know this rule? 80-20 rule. So 80-20 rule is the incels believe is that 80% of women are attracted to only 20% of the men. Would you consider? Would you consider that? Would you believe in the 80-20? Would you believe in the 80-20 rule?
I maybe in the 70-30. Maybe 40.
Okay, so maybe whatever.
80-20, I guess, yeah.
Okay, and then also another thing I learned was also like apparently maybe it's Gen Alpha or Gen Z, but these days kids texting there's like a lot of codes, like even the heart emojis depending on the color it means different things over there. Let's say a red heart is regular, okay? White heart, friend.
What's regular as this?
Like when you like double tap.
But
message.
What does regular mean then? Regular love is just love.
TQs,
thanks, nice, okay. Or maybe a white heart means like you're my friend, thank you. Or yellow, yeah. Purple heart means ooh. Purple heart is like ooh, oh. I don't know, some shit like that, lingo code. But anime is like with this lot of like social media these days, kids know like. I know, like, we're not relatively that old, but we're also not relatively that young. But when we were growing up, I don't think social media was a thing, right?
Not
Mena.
for a while. Not for a while.
Not for a while. Later on, and it was just Facebook at that time.
Yeah, just one.
Facebook, you just change your wall, your
Yeah.
timeline. Now these days it's
Exactly.
like TikTok, texting, Snapchat,
Yeah,
so
true.
fast, no. And the kids are growing up like literally from like the moment they go to school, they're exposed to social media and texting or iPad kid and all. So like a lot of things is damaging them over there. One thing mainly is like
Incel, yeah.
the kids, young boys are growing up watching a lot of like
Comparison videos
hot girls on IG,
Yeah.
hot girls.
videos loved it.
Yes, and as well as annotated videos.
Okay, so their minds.
Annotated videos telling. So let's say more.
God memes.
So let's go on a little like study more. Let's say we're all 13 years old. Okay, to.
Okay.
Tato. We're all 13 years old. Okay, and then now we're all 13-year-old guys. Okay, okay, and now our puberty has kicked in. Okay, and we all have Instagram accounts. Fair to say, man, I'm sure women also now, man. And then we go on IG, we all see all the honeys there. We see them IG tats, okay? We see them all this high level of sexual things which we're finding our bodies changing. Okay? Then we go to our schools, we see them girls, okay? And then let's say you're not a confident person. You're a little shy, maybe a little nerdy more. And then maybe you get a little like you don't feel like a guy, you know, manly, okay? Manly more. And let's say you think I'm ugly. You think I don't look good more, okay? Okay. Oh damn, you're insulting this kid. Then boom chi ganu she to.
Okay.
But then she's not. You like the girl, okay?
close to
but now you like
Close to home.
now you like
You just described my
girl doesn't like you. Girl doesn't like you, okay?
Okay.
And you're sad. But now maybe in this moment of time you listen to Andrew Tate. He's like, the reason why you don't get them bitches, the reason why you're not a man is because of X, Y, and Z. And it gets to your head.
You have to be an
And you
alpha.
and you think she is the problem. She is the prize I have to get and I have to become. So it manifests into a lot of things. So that's what the show's about. And I also thought about like, oh shit, man, the kids these days must be thinking like that also. Because we also grew up, we were a little shy, a little insecure, but we had to figure things out on our own. We didn't have internet. Answers were meant to be figured out on our own. Maybe talking with people more.
To be honest, it doesn't completely go away, man. At least not.
Yeah. But like I said, like imagine like I get that show like.
Okay.
But now imagine Andrew Tate was there, and imagine there was more IG hotties. It makes it harder to manage it.
Yeah,
At least back then, I
more
don't think.
disconnected. From
Yeah, a little
real
disconnected from all
world,
that. Yeah.
True.
So yeah, that's the show, and I just want to know like what you guys think about that.
Masculinity, yeah.
Man.
Wow.
What do you think about
It's
that?
like it's like putting on a friend's myth. Did you guys hear about the case Andrew Huberman?
Man?
The Andrew Huberman is a famous guy, man. You guys know him. He's
I
a
don't know.
neuroscientist. Misha.
No, I don't, man.
Let me see.
Andrew Huberman, there's this neuroscientist, very genius GMO, and he has a podcast called, I think it's called Huberman Lab. Yeah, it's called Huberman Lab. It's a podcast, very famous guy, millions of subs, millionaire Chin Chupi, and then the podcast he just talks about, how to be smarter, and then talks about all these science stuff done to love the people kind of get that feeling. So he created a persona of himself such that he's a genius, and people started following him. People started following his morning routine, astronomy.
Oh God.
So everyone thought that this guy's figured everything out. So let's just follow him, whatever he says. And
Cult sounds quite a cult status.
Yeah, cult status. So cut to an article written in, I think it was the New York Times or something. There was an article written by this woman. I don't know, was she coming after him or whatever? She basically wrote an article of how he's a narcissistic guy, and he sleeps around a lot. He was in a relationship, but then he was sleep around a lot with a lot of women in every different cities, and he used to manipulate them and lie to them. So he was a compulsive liar. And then they talked about the some hypothesis called the dark triad. There's 3 personality traits that you have. Chidi, narcissism. Other one is psychopathy. There's one more called Machiavellianism or something.
Machiavellianism. Okay.
Machiavellianism, something like it's basically manipulativeness or being lying to someone or gaslighting on someone. Yeah, so that basically that. So that when that article came out, people just went into denial mode. Like, even if he did it, that's his business. They just denied the whole thing, like as if that thing doesn't matter. Like if whatever you are in real life, if on a podcast for 2 hours you tell me what to do, I'll still do it. So until like what you're saying, 13-year-old boys are it's not just restricted to 13-year-old boys, man. It's everyone. It's like a whole mass just being.
It's everyone.
it's just you're just being taught these things, and if you don't really filter, if you don't really use your own head, if you don't use your own head, you end up, blindly following these things, and then you think that person is someone, but he's actually not that person, and then you still kind of keep following him. Then you fall into that trap there. So that's kind of like a connection I draw from that there.
And what I think I think a society from Himalaya, like even like people like think like Isaac Newton was a woman hater, man, I think.
Woman hater,
Yeah.
Like
He died a virgin, he hated women.
Oh yeah,
He hated women, he died a virgin. So he was a staunch misogynist. So I think he was like,
it was everyone in that time there.
yeah.
Not just Isaac Newton.
Okay, obviously, but then now with a little bit of better equal treatment more in society,
Yeah.
some part of that misogyny has developed into insecurity for these young boys, and it comes in the form of incels, because they feel like women, like I told you, 80% women only fall for 20% of men, and we incels are not in the 20%. Therefore, we need to trick women
into falling.
We are 20, yeah.
or that or whatever, to getting what we want.
Yeah.
And they are beneath us, and we're smarter. They believe that mother. So this next, like deformed baby of that misogyny, and has grown into this incel subculture mess.
So incel, how would you define it? Like,
Involuntarily celibate.
Wow.
So it's like I can't get none.
So
I won't, yeah.
But I want some.
Yeah.
So because of this, I now hate women, but I still need a validation. It's kind of fucked up.
And why won't girls go for a nice guy?
Nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy.
Oh,
I do the nice guy.
Yeah, exactly. So, there's a movie called Promising Young Woman. Have you guys watched that movie?
Nah, man,
So
not
it's-
even heard about it.
Okay, so basically, Promising Young Woman is about this girl who wants to do revenge for a friend who got gang raped, then killed. So we find out later in the movie, like, we think it's all this tough macho dudes, like frat boys who did it, remember them more. But then there was a video, and everyone, like other boys were also present, and some participated also, and some just watched it, like bystander more. And we find out that it's not just all macho boys, it's also like this, like nerdy soft boys who got a chance.
There's all the subdued.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
But they got a chance. So it also shows that predators can come in all form, and just because you're a nice guy, and you're like, it's okay, I'll be a nice guy for you, doesn't mean that my intentions of you are pure. Maybe I'm an incel, maybe I hate women, but I still need the sexual gratification, but I still hate you as in species existence. I don't know, it's layered, it's fucked up, man. But then anyways, I went down a rabbit hole.
Okay.
But
It's important to talk about these things.
But I think
it
it exists. I think it exists.
It does. A lot of it is subdued.
But for me, I can't relate. It's not I'm saying I'm incel or not. No, it's not about that. Yeah, no, I can't relate as in this. See, like when I was young, nerdy, and didn't get girls more, I didn't hate girls. And I didn't think I was good. I hate myself also. No, I hate myself. I hate myself. Sorry, I hate myself. I just say, gummy boom ding gama tupo. I need to be better. But I need to be better.
So there's two things that can happen in your mentality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could go another path. So before I used to joke and say, I was also an incel. No. But it's like, no, it's a little bit more than that. Maybe us three, hopefully, ended up thinking, no, we need to be better, or it doesn't matter, or we don't hate them. But maybe another side of your mind might be like, no, fuck women, I hate them. It's because we need to do this, I would need to do that, they're fucked up. You could go another path, that's what I'm thinking.
Women, I think it's because women emotionally become mature faster than boys, man. So it's so they can see through that. They may be like, we're just very one-dimensional, no? We don't see the gray areas, we just see the black and white, like especially boys, age to 13, 15. So if it's not this, then it has to be this. But I think for women it's different. They see through that, and because of that, maybe boys don't see that at a young age, because a lot of the guys, guys in your circle, a lot of them are not still emotionally that mature there.
Yeah.
Like it took a lot of time,
for sure.
It's also the environment,
exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So basically, so it's like
another trait of toxic masculinity is like not being like, if you cry, you cannot cry, because you cannot show weaknesses, man.
So for the men, I think it's always been like black and white. No, it's like this or that. It's never been.
It could
it's
be
okay
a little
to
bit.
be in the middle ground.
It's a little bit of this, but it's also a little bit of that.
To blur the lines.
It's okay to blur the lines at the madhe minute. So it's I don't know. I just feel like Daduchi loved. I just kind of realized that might have been the case because my chunga, I think a lot of us were like that. We were like always like simple-minded, easy guys.
Yeah,
Simple-minded.
So the nice guy in Bhutan, the nice guy and the nice girl in Bhutan is my term. Okay, he's the simple boy and the simple girl. Kunzu simple ni.
Okay.
Kunzu simple ni.
Simple man.
It's a subgroups of Bhutanese characteristic. A simple type. But we don't know that these simple people are maybe profound, something much more. Maybe they could be incels, maybe they're a little intelligent, maybe a little slow, maybe they...
You never know.
Maybe not emotionally mature, but we just put them categorized. Oh, simple D, simple type, simple child, simple BD, simple chi. Oh, simple chi. What?
All a simple D school.
D is simple. Nothing you want.
Simps,
man. Keep me. I'd rather be a simp than an incel, man, for real.
Okay, that's another quotable line. I'd rather be a simp than an incel.
Man, for real.
That's nice.
But US, then it develops it also into thing about the mass shooters.
Yeah.
It develops into mass shooters. Oh.
Part of it?
Yeah, right. Have you noticed these pattern in all these mass shooters? They're all these guys who are weird, who stayed in their rooms, who were bullied heavily by the other kids in school, and then they just snapped one day. So a lot of, they were categorized as somewhat like societal losers, and they also had a self-loathing, and they have a manifesto, and they want to, now I'll show them who I am, Finally, I got the power dynamic, power. So that's why I say the simple kids. Let's say, let's paint a little picture. Let's call little Dorji. Little Dorji is 13 years old. He's a simple boy. He doesn't play sports. He likes coding. Okay, and.
Can't just stereotype your business.
And
like coding. Let me guess, he wears glasses.
Okay.
Yeah.
He glasses, and then he gets beat. He gets beat.
Doesn't
talk to girls. He gets beat up. Okay. One day he goes. He goes CST. Girl pushing. Okay. Wait. I didn't finish.
All the coders watching.
And Dorji becomes works here. Goes to Australia, comes back, becomes rich from all the coding. He's damn smart, and now he's like a director, CEO, and he gets promoted to, let's say, a director general, maybe even a Lempo position more in the country.
Okay.
Now he has power, but he has also a lot of years of dread and hate. And now with that power, he might develop into not a very good leader there. Maybe he'll think very selfishly, or maybe he'll think into like, I will use this power now for evil because of all those years tormented of trauma. So I gotta think about that also sometimes.
What you have to make him a coder, man?
Okay, he's not a coder. He's not a coder. He's not a coder. I just made a made up person, a literal made up person.
Unsubscribe.
Oh, thanks. Sorry. Thank you, people from your people, man. This from your people.
Fun fact: CST used to be called Don Bosco again.
Yeah. Don Bosco, be what?
Don Bosco, some technical
university. Yeah.
Don Bosco, yeah.
Don Bosco.
This is a famous chain even in India. Don Bosco.
Yeah. Reason up, but yes.
Fun fact, guys.
Fun fact. Icebreaker.
Okay. What else you guys want to dive in?
Priyanshu, your favorite planet called Dugunesa?
Favorite planet, you hear me? Favorite planet, Earthings? Come on, man. We alive, man.
Outside Earth.
Mars thing, Uranus, man. I don't know. What's the favorite planet? Planet D, Yams told me I'm more interested in stars, man.
Which star do you find?
Beetlejuice, man.
Beetlejuice,
man. Come on. Beetlejuice gang.
Oh, wow.
You know about Beetlejuice?
American hero, yeah.
Beetlejuice is...
Finish the damn Give us the mic some love, man. Give it a hug. When you see me in the club, give me a hug, man.
Hear that?
Consciousness called
Consciousness.
Okay, tell me about Beetlejuice. Isn't that the movie?
Love. Yeah,
Beetlejuice, the Orion's Belt.
I've heard about
planet in Orion's Belt. So it's like the 10th brightest star in the sky. That's what you told me. So it's a super red giant, and it's currently about to die.
Oh.
Maybe it has died, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, well, it's delaying. No.
So when it goes supernova, we will be able to experience it. It can be right now, in a lifetime, or in 100,000 years. But I'm thinking, Bana, if that happens and if the light reaches us and we can observe, the sky will be bright for like a few months.
Oh, damn.
You can see the galaxy and the Gyara form.
Whoa.
It will be a nice backdrop.
There won't be a night sky, listen.
Yeah.
It'll always be day,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, it makes sense. Star bursts some more.
So,
And so many things we can study tomorrow.
because
Inside a collapsing star.
Lhazzzy lifetime, nothing, we haven't seen a supernova. I think the last recorded supernova was 1600 something, 1660.
16.
Yes.
But 16.
After all these years, we still don't have enough answers, Memo. We just get more questions, Missy.
That's
not
how it's
about
supposed
the
to be.
answers, man.
It's not about the answers, Sway. You don't have the answers, Sway.
Sometimes about the questions. I want answers, man. There are a lot of questions in my head,
Answers question like what's you
What
don't
is
know about
consciousness?
supernova? Yeah.
man. What is sentience? What is this?
What is sentience?
What is sentience?
What is
Where
sentience?
did you get that?
I don't know. What is sentience, man?
Sentience
Like
is-
that we were talking about there. Maybe right now, it's a dream. And when we die, we wake up in another body. We're like, fuck, that was a
Yeah.
fucking intense ass dream. Man, I had a friend called
This
Priyanshu.
lamp might do it for you, then. You
Yeah.
never know.
Who knows more?
Yeah.
No. But here's the thing in my theory that if that was the case, then how can you have your own separate memories? I don't meet you after 5 months. Again, your stories is plot is matching up. No.
That's kind of consciousness, perceptions we live through, man.
But maybe this whatever level of reality we have might be so
You don't
strongly
know, see,
created. No.
There is no concrete. So the thing is, the way I think about it is, country language, it's not vast enough or sophisticated enough to explain the workings of the universe, man.
Wow, man.
That's how I think about it, man.
So that's why
So time doesn't actually exist, man. if you
Of
think
course,
about
time doesn't exist. It's made by humans.
It's
It's
just a
relative.
concept. Man, not even that. Even just the passage of, even if you think of it as entropy, just the disorder of things. Just like when things get old, we get old, we die, and then things move on. Like, even if you consider disorder as a measurement of time, it still doesn't make sense, man. It's like, how are things being disordered then? What does it mean to be disordered? How does the, just in general, man, like the past doesn't exist. It's gone. Future doesn't exist. Present is constantly fleeting. So time essentially doesn't exist. It's just a concept.
It's motion, it's motion.
It's just motion. It's just the time. It's not just time. It's the space and time. They're like it's woven together. One does not exist with it. It's like couples with space and time. They're like a
So
couple.
nothing is created or destroyed. It's endlessly transforming into something else.
We are also energies, man.
Exactly.
Are we a part of a big energy or are we all separate energies?
We're nothing, man.
Part of that one energy.
You came from that one big
One
bang,
explosion.
man.
We're just pieces moving in slow motion or very fast, but we're perceiving it as very slow.
The thing is, it's all just theories, even now. Like,
Yeah,
like
these are-
the oldest photon that we recorded was 13 billion years ago, and there was a state of, there was a microwave emission state, I think it's called CMB or something. There was a state that was one of the biggest proofs for people to believe that we came from a big bang. We came from like a one small explosion. But if, let's say, we were to find out something that's
something
older
older
than
than that.
13 billion years, that theory breaks apart there,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
makes
new
makes
physics
way
thing.
for a new theory there. That's how Isaac Newton wasn't always right, despite him being a genius. He wasn't right about gravity. Einstein disproved it. So what if there's someone in the future who disproves Einstein's theory? Although it's very difficult to disprove it because it's been, right, everything we see around is basically built on modern physics, which almost comes from Einstein's relativity theories. But what if you can never be...
Speculation.
Everything is speculation.
Okay, then how do you explain astrology?
You can't.
Astrology.
Astrology love the
It's the infinite, man.
No, like-
For us, man. It's
Like my sister's big on astrology. Okay,
Frequency
astrology more. So basically, like also tip to the Bhutanese tips, mana. Because star studied be, and then they come up.
concept
Okay,
of-
because of this energy and this moon and all the moonlight and the stars, I can predict that if you do this, this will happen. And sometimes, this shit kind of hits, huh?
It's been a bit exaggerated, but astrology concept is too. It's like, when you were born,
Oh, see.
constellations,
Yeah.
what could you see?
Yeah.
That concept is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But I think it's just been over exaggerated to the point people just box their lives around.
Yeah.
You know, like obviously got to look at science and be like, oh, nga khochi kami chamni me, nga andra bego.
No. But it's also a high probability there. High probability. Like let's say we'll do angel number, not angel number, numerology. If we do numerology right now, I could bet with a high certainty, but not 100%, that both of you are odd numbers. If you can do, okay.
Why do you say that?
Because
numerology? Explain.
Numerology is this study when you're born. It adds up numbers depending on when you're born, and then you get a number, your birth number, like year number, like. And with that number, you can tell what kind of personality, kind of archetypes you fall under.
So actually, same year born, do we have the same number?
No, not entirely, because of your birthday date. No.
The same zodiac.
So no, it doesn't work that. Like last time, Trooper and Jamyang did it, and then I said, since me and Jamyang get along, I thought like, okay, both of us, I'm odd number, he's an odd number. Then I talked to him about the Jamyang is like, I think 3 or I'm a 9.
Meo long yeah.
Meo long yeah.
Come since 9 since media.
Oh.
Meo sumi bro.
I told you.
Sumina.
2 days ago jumped I think.
I don't know. So it's most like you're odd chum, even chum. So I need like you can tell a little bit about that anyway.
Yeah, in like our Tibetan, the calendar we follow, astrology is a mix of Hindu, the Chinese, so each year the elements so like fire snake, water snake, dragon, earth dragon, so there's a lot of variations that come in each year, but they'll compare and
97 was what year?
Fire ox year.
Fire ox. Okay.
So but basically, I don't like what, like in terms of like, usually people use astrology also to find a good partner and mate him, but then that helps me because I have not done like comparisons.
In the
but then
prevalent,
But then what I noticed is, in terms of friends, those friends, they are more friends than lovers.
Yeah.
It works with friends. And right now, I predicted odd number. Jamyang is odd number, I'm odd number. And I would bet also, you're an odd number and Sexy is odd number. So if one of us was even more, I feel like somehow our vibes won't
match.
Energies won't collide.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Wavelengths.
Wait, I'll check your angel number. I'll use Gemini AI to check.
Same Rinpoche website.
Same Rinpoche?
2 days ago, jump Tashi. Yeah, man. Frequency bias.
Let's see.
Frequency bias. No. What what's called?
Norla got frequency biased, but frequency bias a few days
Same
ago.
Rinpoche, TSCM. Let's take a breather to that. We'll cut.
We're back. So yeah, apparently, Meo Gu, no Meo Din, Chimeo Sum. You guys 3 more because same year. That's why you're 3. But we did the numerology shit. Norla's life path number 6. Priyanshu's life path number 9. You and I are both life path number 9. Okay.
Well, life partner 9. This.
Much. So the last time you was telling me that the movie similar to the new.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe the last time, you remember my house, we were playing all the music, only you and me are vibing. So something same wavelength, maybe. So similar, I need the life path number. So it won't be completely, you and I will be like very alike, but we'll be into some similar things. Like that. So which means, okay, now look, more questions. Go on to tell your thing. What is your life path number? Tell me, you guys, and tell us if you know more on how to.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Island.
Okay, we go to the mall in the island.
For example, there's a mall, you're stuck in the mall, then up for grabs, man. But you can only go to one store. It can be general also, like tech, clothing. If you can think of specifics, KFC.
I need a lot of things, man.
Like KFC, there's a new Mexican zinger burger. Oh my god.
Jagon KFC me,
What?
Jagon KFC me.
You bro.
Hey, what do you stop?
Get educated, man.
I ain't gonna drive 5 hours and then another hour in Jagang just to eat KFC, man. Just CFC.
Go there for like another reason.
Maybe next time, if I go to Jagang, I'll eat some
Get
KFC.
KFC, man.
Home the KFC 하는 마법 되면
Let me see.
Bible.
Priyanshu
Last
Zhingkham
time
Bible.
Not this time, last time.
Yeah. Next time, okay, please, buddy.
Sure.
Sure, man. We all appreciate KFC, man.
Yeah, okay.
So KFC is gonna be in the mall, man. That mall is gonna have KFC.
Yeah, it is.
KFC, man.
And I want a cinema. I always associate malls with like nice cinema halls. So nice theater.
Up for grabs, man.
Up
Theater.
for grabs, man. You
What?
wanna watch a movie?
Hey, you want me to take it? I thought my dream malls. Memo.
You're
Nah.
inside the malls, church. I'm doing.
What's the first store to like? Where would you go first, or what would you take?
Oh, just challenge yeah. Oh, actually, not really. A lot of things, huh? I don't know what I'll take. I already have what I actually need in my life.
There's a lot of things you can take, man. Subway.
No, I can always eat food somewhere else. Maybe if I had a beaten up laptop or something, I would take like a nice MacBook M3 or like a Alienware.
Beat up game.
Nvidia.
Game itself. You don't want a game.
The possibilities are endless,
Okay,
man.
a MacBook and an M3.
60-inch
No.
TV
I can take a lot of things. Electronics. That's the main thing I need. Because I'll go wild, man.
You're missing out on the KFC. You're missing out.
I'll take MacBook TV, कुछ gaming, कुछ system PlayStation कम से थोप जाए computer song करना.
And they like
Think of the
maxed out
crispy
PC.
ass chicken.
That's it.
Not ransack the comment.
Oh, that.
Burger sandwich.
मैं मापा मो TV ची को तां
Priyanshu got you
extra TV ची बात था मैं इधर
We are ransacking a mall in the
TV में
Let me see. I want a lot of things, man.
get the watches
I want
too.
Adidas showroom, you know.
Even more,
I want H&M, you know.
Yes, so we have to pick one city. Which
Yeah.
where do you
Electronic
splurge?
song, I'll splurge there, man.
Electronic.
I'm sure about Chico, I'll sell like 3-4 MacBooks, I'll get my money back also.
There's jewelry stores also if you want to
Yeah,
make
man.
that money back.
Get that gold, man.
Dope thing. The jewelry store, they surely did like 500 kgs of gold bakjonga. I'm good, man.
Here me those.
Oh, drag.
KFC is all good.
Let's see about him, man. Should
I'm happy with my KFC, man.
I'm taking my gold bricks, man.
Small happiness.
Man, simple answer, yeah. Gold bricks, that's my answer.
Not the electronics. Nice PC rig.
But Ani, now after you take all that items, it's just that's what you left with for the rest of your life, you know. Just KFC,
Man,
just
I
electronics, just
just
gold
one
bars.
thing.
Because if it's just gold bars, and I'm at loss, man. There's no value if I cannot monetize it, man.
You can sell it there.
Okay, gold bricks it is, man.
Okay. Money laundering.
Yeah.
Why money?
Okay, next question. You're in an island mush
Yo.
and you can only take 3 things with you.
Mm.
And the rest of your life, you gotta
Okay.
spend on that island.
Okay.
What are the 3 things you'll take?
The cheating Wi-Fi love the electricity go source go no more.
Power grid goes. Power grid goes.
Yeah, lama. We took that.
One item, yeah. Can it be like a one thing which
3
provides
things.
no, like one item, like physical item, yeah, things, yeah. Then if that's the case, the first thing will be electricity, power grid. I'll take it, man. Electricity should go there.
We took power.
Some way, a source of solar panels where I can charge all my electric devices.
No, you won't get an electric grid, man.
Because you want me and nerf.
If I just take one book, I'll be sick of it.
It's realistic that
Realistic, yeah.
electric grid ka there's only ba.
Okay, then the phone pouch in the battery room.
Solar powered phones minduka market
Wow, so go me. Good idea though.
They probably must have already thought about it, man.
The phone ni chef nimna shaku be tha.
You want it?
The phone ni tomi
Wi-Fi mutually. Huh?
Scoop baby my batteries not charging.
What do I need? Huh? I would tools go in the tools. Maple is also moshile. Maple out of desperation. What are 3 things? My God, there's no stand.
Maybe a radio, man. Radio is doesn't. Radio entertainment do sound entertainment.
Radio doesn't need battery. Yeah.
Huh?
A radio doesn't need batteries.
Solar
Yeah.
powered
It
radio
does.
you know man.
Solar power radio batteries bug junti tha.
They must.
Bore achi tha.
Lifetime supply of batteries.
That's more than one thing, man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying there. Okay, then if that's the case.
Okay, let's teach modify became one thing, but it can be like bulk.
But bro, how long are we living on the island?
For the rest of your lives.
Phone outdate Jones, bro. OS update.
So
You're obsolete in 4 or 5 years, man.
I need.
phone charge the YouTube se.
Too much in it.
Because I think if I need this, then I need that to help that. Like example, I need if I want phone, I need Wi-Fi or battery source. If I want what you call a guitar, I also need like maybe strings or something. Almost a guitar. Maybe guitar. I've learned to play the guitar. Something to entertain myself. Even though I don't know how to play a guitar, that one doesn't need batteries, and I can learn to play it and entertain myself one way or the other. Because food source more and more. Island not the one way or another because you die
You'll get the hunter-gatherer there.
You'll do it. See. So you need some sort of entertainment, I think.
Radio
Some sort of entertainment you go with to keep your sanity.
Books.
And it looks like I have to take a book.
I'll take books.
No, I have to take a
I'll take
book.
books.
I have to
See
take
the
a
books.
book.
Why the radio bomb? Tell me.
Radio.
Okay, you guys book
I'm
on radio
taking
because
books,
I can
man.
hear other people. Otherwise, insane. Current news. This
How do you see other people now? Imagine.
novels. This nothing.
Novels are there. Books. Yeah, man. Novels.
Insane. Mejuga.
Insane but then radio also insane. Radio become my friend, man.
At least you can hear other people talking, but the lonely film maybe don't matter.
Okay, I'm taking a phone. Okay, with
For one night.
wait. I'm taking a phone.
24-hour battery.
I'm taking a phone with Wi-Fi, Starlink. Okay,
Starlink, okay,
lifetime
Starlink,
subscription.
Starlink,
The second one is a power source. Okay, fucking, I'm done with this now. I'm taking a power source.
That's the best case scenario. Put me in an island right now, man.
Okay, the power source.
Generator.
Generator, solar power generator with a
Solar
iPhone socket.
and an iPhone 16 Pro Max.
Delay.
And then the last thing will be Mashid.
Phone में laptop done.
Anis da phone.
MB, right? Yeah.
It's bigger, man.
MB is bigger.
Phone and laptop.
In his portable go with them. Tupia, Windows Surface. He has both iPad more the keyboard more. iPad. Okay, last done. iPad and a solar power generator. So it hopes I'll learn how to fish with Wi-Fi. I'll learn how to fish. I'll learn how to fish. How to make the fishing to make the fish. You know how to make the spear.
Is it cancer?
Then at least those two things. Even if I need to use 2 of my 3 quotas more, that will save me insanity. It'll give me how to touch with the outside world. Learn tutorials how to survive in the island and also and to keep me entertained. So last spot it's a bonus. Which if I have those 2 things, I think I'll be enough. I'll learn everything else online there. Remember.
Power grid.
My solar power generator and the iPhones.
Hey, let's make it more specific. So if you can only take like 3 Zani item for the rest of your life, unlimited supply.
Unlimited supply, chicken, rice.
Cheese go with that. I'll take the cheese, man.
You'll not get more. You could fish, so you get a meat protein more somewhat.
The meat fish.
Yeah, the cheese will be hard to replace now. And so I'll take rice then. That means
What about milky man?
The rice that you can grow on a farmer.
Milk cheese.
Jersey
cow cheese.
A cow which never dies.
Grass, man. The guy can eat.
What happens when the cow dies?
Cow alu chicken chunde.
Wait, fucking you the cow. Whoa. Hold the phone. Alu kitchen. What the hell, man? Where did you go, man?
Greek mythology.
Wi-Fi and generator by you take 1 cow. What the hell, man? Indian race, Hindu race, the cow. Hindu race. I worship you, cow, my baby. The cow is everything we make. His food source, his lover, his companion, it's everything, man. It's God. He gets everything with that. If it took 1 cow, that's all. End of debate. 1 cow wins, trumps everything else. Not 2 cows, man. 1 cow, okay.
I'll take one cow. Comes last spirit the. God within the God the cow man. I'll keep the cow safe man.
The cow, man.
Okay. Cow, you take a cow.
What else do you take? I'll take 2 cows.
The cow will bullshit
Okay, wait, okay. A cow and a bull, okay? I'll do what happens when all 3 die, man?
I'll just live on the island.
What the fuck, man? But you'll get a long period of milk and
Unlimited supply minute.
so just
That was the question.
so
Unlimited
one unlimited cow who's gonna be your everything.
Cow just shoot and replace your
Nice,
automatically.
unlimited cow. Belts, clothing, everything.
The cow just shoots.
Okay, in that way I will take the cow too. Okay, I'll take the cow too. The cow seems very useful, man. Wait, why do you? Why? Oh, that's why the Hindus worship the cow. How Islam man ate?
Goated easy.
The cow is good. The cow is cowed, man. The cow is cowed, man. The cow is goated now. The cow is good. Top 5 goat cows. What's your cow goat loves? Huh?
What's the cow goat?
Mine's the Japanese cow, okay?
My Jersey
Jersey
cow.
cow,
Come on,
shit,
man. 3 liter 10,000.
Wagyu, man. Fucking like 1 lakh per kg.
Unbinding go with it.
No, the Jersey
You
cow,
don't
man.
have to pay for it, man.
No,
Hey, the Japanese love
man, I'm saying the top goat cows, man.
goat cows.
Oh, the greatest of all time cows, man.
Mishi with the ancham.
You said you want to talk about goat stuff, man. I think the island cow,
Hey,
island
goat
Chengay, I think his debate is ended. We're all taking the cow. Okay, okay so.
So it's gonna be
No, it's just the cow. It's just the cow.
A cow, a power grid.
and a laptop. Imme, you're right. It's a cow,
It's a
a
cow.
solar power generator, and a MacBook.
And the MacBook. Cow.
Debate is ended.
Ema dici grobe tu daci cizo mush. Tu mingo et daci chanzani.
Huh?
Chanzani.
Messi, we'll fish with the Wi-Fi and the power grid.
Tu di minuate.
This is what to do there. You'll be down on carbohydrates, but you'll get protein.
Learn how to farm there.
Yeah, learn how to farm. You go, eat bananas. No,
God damn it.
seaweed. You know that. Learn how to farm rice cooking some way. I don't know.
He's just had a volleyball, man.
And that guy went crazy, man.
That guy went crazy with that. Laptop was the.
That's what I'm saying. I think somewhat. You know,
Okay.
sometimes the Wi-Fi power is okay. Someone lost the battery. Because the battery Wi-Fi mission, then you can only watch the game. Don't laptop now.
Magnum in the Mac.
And the dinosaur came.
Dinosaur.
Try score so.
Oh God.
Okay, what was the next question?
You said something about goated stuff that she meant to explain the
what,
concept.
those- the complex channel G there, they have like goat conversations, basically like goat stuff there. Like, what's your goated snack of all time? Favorite snack, goat, anything go to like G.
Goated snack, you guys, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Snacks, eh?
Oh, sorry.
Zani
Sunny Doritos. Doritos flaming, not flaming hot, nacho cheese. Nacho cheese, Doritos, I'll take that. And
Nice, good snack.
hide and seek, Little Hearts.
You have the hide and seek.
Do you know Little Hearts? I love Little Hearts. I love Little
Crazy
Hearts.
cheese balls there, bro.
Crazy cheese balls.
I'm not a fan.
You have the ice amulku, ice key.
Kurma, I love kurma. You know what kurma is, you guys?
Yeah,
It's basically like this flour deep fried with like sugar. It's a Bhutanese or Nepali treat, but then they make it here, and I grew up eating it. I love that shit. I love. But if it's just a snack more, then I can never get enough of thumbs up and what do you call?
Thumbs up.
Not Doritos. That's my best combo. Thumbs up and Doritos.
Thumbs up and Doritos, yeah. Cheese sticks and churchy.
Oh damn! You're right. Marble cake in Gaja.
Then that's the question, man.
Oh, so I'll pick
Doritos and Pepsi.
Doritos and thumbs up.
Island, the one
With
piece
your cow.
one go-to snack you get unlimited.
Not
Cheese sticks in
Cheese sticks there.
the cow with cheese top of it.
Oh, the stick is still
Oh, Jay is with the cow. Eat it.
Come on.
You don't need the cheese sticks, man. You got the cow, boy.
Goated cows, man.
It's going back to the cow, man.
moving on.
The cow god. Oh my god, with the cow god. With the cow god, man.
Everything is connected.
It is the island god.
Susi will take Nola, man. That's it last night of the day. Yeah, man. Nola, which can turn into a cow, which will milk every day.
Oh man, no, weird much please.
Nola, chongo, man.
What the fuck? Sai, you're going on a wrong tangent. Mate.
Give up. Excuse me.
Ask her, go to Dante. What's
What? Island love the Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, man. I used to watch when I was a kid. Oh, you don't know Lord of the
Lord of
Flies?
the Flies.
You tell.
So it's a novel. It's about kids who get stranded on an island, basically like Tom Cruise, but it's kids. You know, Tom Cruise, no Tom Hanks character in Castaway.
Mission Castaway.
So it's about their dynamics. They don't know hierarchies. The same. So it's about
Yeah, it's basically like 13-year-old kids. No. 12, 13.
The same analogy. We're all 13. So
But now we're in an island with a
who's
cow.
going to be the boss? Hierarchy. So people going mentally, they have no access to the outside world, so they create their own like cults, circle, like
Okay.
So anzumchi cannibal, juju equally, I don't really know.
Tribalism, yeah.
Anzumchi.
So basically, in that movie or book, I think it's based on a book more. These boys get stuck in a island and there's one adult chaperone. But later on, he dies, and there's no sense of
leadership.
Who do we look up to? Who do we guide?
Mentors.
So then the alphas take over. The alphas take over.
Predators.
And the alpha makes tribes, and then the remainders go away, and then they do a lot of gaslighting, like these kids, like thinking that. And then they start like just goes to show like once like humans when there's no nurturing, or how do we become? Kind of analogy to look at it.
There's always a need for these social circles, constructs of women, to make sense of things.
Also, like sort of like a religion, you need to.
Yeah. Even like
some sort of structure. Like humans look for structure.
Yeah. Blue Lagoon, yeah, similar, man.
Blue Lagoon,
the Blue Lagoon is just two kids. So two kids are stuck on our island. Same. So when they grow up, they're like basically like they stay there for years, and they're like in their 20s, but they have no like maturity. They don't know what the concept of sex is or the concept of responsibilities, because no one there to teach them. So they just same there, but there's just one guy and one girl. Maybe it's an analogy for Adam and Eve's.
Okay.
Something like that, I think it is. But it's something similar. But yeah, I would never want to be stuck in an island, man. It seems loco and poco, man.
You have to.
Huh?
With a cow, man.
With the cow to be companion is Garas Hame Wi-Fi. Now we're going back to the cow. We keep going back to the cow.
Back to the movies, rap. What do you want to know? Hip hop.
Did we do your last time movies bigger?
A film bigger.
We talked about Shrek.
Oh, I got a nice fun fact.
Shrek fact.
Okay. There was this guy. You guys will like it, Metanlavi. Jeffrey Katzenberg, yeah. So this guy called Jeffrey Katzenberg, okay? So he was this movie creative it's officers which did one movie company. Okay. And he was really good, and in his first year working at that company, he got promoted working with the boss. And then the company got taken over by Disney, and he started working for Disney. And then he was so good that he got a lot of creative projects. He did movies like The Little Mermaid, Lion King, what else? Like a lot of bangers, okay? And then after some time, they were making billions and billions of dollars, And he was like, you guys have promoted me, you paid me well, but now I would like some royalties from those movies, because I was in charge of the entire creative process. He was the creative producers, which were the projects. And they were like, not only did they say no, but they fired him. Because they thought, okay, we don't need you. No.
Lord Farquaad.
Yes. You know more. So then he and his another production guy member friend, two of them started a company, and then they made a movie to mock Disney because they didn't like him. So the partners he had one of them was Steven Spielberg, and the production company he started was DreamWorks. And that movie which mocked Disney was Shrek.
The goat.
So actually Jeffrey Katzenberg, even though we never heard of him, he made a lot of our favorite movies, the Shrek, what do you call
DreamWorks, come on, man, DreamWorks.
So DreamWorks, and they had two projects. The one to work on the Prince of Egypt, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Prince of Egypt as well.
So this as a punishment, Shrek na lave, but they thought Shrek wouldn't be Shrek, man. They were wrong.
They were wrong, mate. They're wrong.
Lion King. He did Pocahontas. He was part of Prince of Egypt.
They make a fun of a lot of anime.
okay,
The
okay.
Disney
Yeah,
tropes.
yeah,
This,
yeah, yeah.
the Snow White, this one, this
I'm
Big Bad Wolf,
So
Three Blind Mice. This guy, even though.
not only Shrek, he was also in charge of Shark Tale, Madagascar, Wallace and Gromit, Over the Hedge, Flushed Away, Kung Fu Panda, Kung Fu Panda, B Movie,
That's weird.
How to Train a Dragon, and Puss in Boots, and my underrated favorite, Megamind. Oh, see, like this guy, man. What are you guys laughing about, man? Huh? What's the inside joke here, man? I love you guys are making me so curious, man.
Priyanshu can't pick up your dreams. Imagine
What?
how much your mother black cast watching how much your bitch ass mother
How does that relate to what we're talking
how
about?
to train your bitch ass dragon.
Dragon Khagi.
Bitch, no fly on your black ass. Oh, that'd be funny. I got you. Nope. All right. Okay. Let's. We are almost 1 hour 30 minutes deep. So let's finish one final topic because I think most of the pods are going a little over 2 hours, and I feel like that's a dabe, mo. That's a dabe. But who knows if you guys like the 2 hours? Let me know in the comments. Next time I'll make it more.
Into like those other podcasts, like
They're too long, yeah.
Like Joe Rogan is 3.5 hours. I don't watch. Instead, I watch chuku clips.
Yeah, me too. I watch clips.
Boy, you could make clips out of these.
I do make clips out of these.
Man, not just on TikTok.
What do you
mean? Instead, like just make like a 10-minute clip baby from this one podcast.
Priyanshu on consciousness.
Yeah, more monetizing.
All on island. Mall talk.
Yeah, I could probably do
talk,
it.
yeah.
But I need editors. So yeah,
Share the editor.
but I'm
You just need to clip it, man.
I know, but I need to like listen and sit. Okay, this section is good, and then
You gotta put in
export.
effort, you sound like a lazy ass to that, though.
I am a lazy ass. It's already a lot of like what do you call mental effort to finish editing the podcast, then to make clips, and then to make a longer clips. Obviously, I could do it, but then I'm not sure if I can do it consistently.
Like you don't have to do it for every podcast. If you find something
Tup
interesting,
mappa. It makes sense. I
you
think
can drive
I would
engagement
love
there.
to do it, but I would love it more if someone else could do it for me.
They find an editor there.
I'm trying to look for one who I can afford because I don't think I can. I don't want to pay them unhandsomely. You know. That's the
Good
G.
editors drop in the comments.
No. I can afford. I can. So I can. Let me make some. Joe Rogan gi ugly stepsister gi amchum gi alu gi money. Then I'll do it. But right now I'm not making slow enough to find some. Because editor hire bitch, you can give them like 2K, 3K them, which I can only afford to pay them
It's true.
to do all that
Do it
work.
for like a small task, like clipping there.
Okay, but then that's not the top.
That's another top. My bad.
Okay. What are we going to end this on? What is the final question you want?
Movies, Roman. We all love movies, man.
Oh, no. Okay.
Movies.
So, okay. Top 5. What genre?
What's the best movie you watched this year?
This year, movie knowledge matters.
Okay, what's the best thing you watched this year then? Any series, movie, anything?
Invincible season 3.
Oh! Conquest.
Take to the grave.
So long.
After that, maybe it would be Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah, it was
You guys
okay.
haven't watched no
I
Daredevil?
watched.
You watched?
I'm a big Daredevil fan.
Mappa, I expected slightly more, but it's still delivered. Maybe, guy. No, let us.
I like how they make his like with the camera focal length play with his like his senses more.
More
Zing, zing.
visual and cues.
Visual
it's
cues.
really good.
I
Change the rest,
enjoyed Black Mirror season 7.
Episode 5 tani lab episode 3 tajidus.
Wrong episode.
Which one? The Mandela Effect? No, another one.
Amazing.
Tronglets.
And before we got into Black Mirror and the IMDb rating legend synopsis
Synopsis.
Tashi
Vanity. Love, sorry.
and synopsis episode like a man who does technology where you can enter pictures and some
Yeah. Eulogy.
We picked a different episode in this.
Question room.
Question room is no Just watched.
Just fucking watched it.
Watch the
Guys,
Tronglets.
not even I'm
Give the pictures.
Zero Mazi last time. I've told the episode.
Yeah, it was.
Which one?
nice
It was the Tronglets
It
song?
was the one with the where this
Mental
one,
Effect.
and the female character enters.
Oh,
that
into the
old
movie, old movie.
Yeah, that
So
one.
we thought the picture was actually the
Inside
film.
Oh,
the
it is a
water.
motion picture.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So I
ah.
didn't know this.
Yeah, it
Photographs,
is.
lockdown pictures, lockdown memes,
Oh.
Last night that was the worst rated episodes. But
Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
saw
We enjoyed it.
Yeah,
man.
it's
It was
super
okay.
nice.
It was okay.
Shit,
I'm on the last one. I'm actually more. Maybe after the pod we can watch it because eulogy do man. This episode's name is eulogy. Khasem 10 minutes tab. Atamasa. Atamasa. It's Paul Giamatti. You know Paul Giamatti?
I didn't even think, man.
Paul Giamatti is a popular actor.
Okay.
He was Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, but that movie, the franchise ended then.
Yeah.
But did you guys watch the Mandela Effect episode? You didn't watch it.
I'm staying.
Stay. Mandela Effect. It's so good because
It's good. Yeah.
the twist in the end I didn't really like it, but I liked till that point because it really fucks with the Mandela Effect.
Yeah.
What you thought was that. Isn't today Monday also? It goes into deeper levels, but that episode is good. So that's Black Mirror. I enjoyed. What else is good this year came out?
Not like a chimchi.
Mandela Effect, Priyanshu cheating. Priyanshu, do you remember Pikachu with
Oh, yeah.
darkish on the tip, or is it just yellow? His tail.
I remember the darkish on the tip, man. But I have a feeling man knows. Man.
Yeah.
Not that.
Okay,
Which
tell
is
them.
Actually, whole yellow.
Yeah.
Tell about the Monopoly Man.
A Monopoly Man, the monocle.
Hey, I know the monocle. Yeah. I
He has a
know that.
monocle?
He doesn't have a monocle.
He doesn't have a
He
monocle.
doesn't
Good.
have a monocle.
So people who don't know what the Mandela Effect is basically that you think you remember it and you know it is as that, but actually it isn't. Remember that. That's the Mandela Effect, and it comes from the term that because they think that Mandela was in prison for all his life, but actually he was there for.
Just a short while there.
Or was it the
year or
opposite?
something.
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, actually, let me just Google it. So I also don't. I'm getting the Mandela effect of the
Imagine
Mandela
this
effect.
But Pikachu doesn't have a black.
Oh shit.
Mandela effect. The Mandela effect is a psychological phenomenon where a large group of people collectively misremember facts, events, or pop culture details. It often involves a strong, confident, but incorrect memory of something, such as a movie or historical event. But what is the Mandela actually? What do we actually think
Because
of?
of Nelson Mandela?
I know about what do we think of Nelson Mandela to get?
Hey, I think it was
prison.
because.
Some people believe he was
Prison-
never in prison.
Oh yeah. Some
Oh,
people-
really?
Yeah. I
But
think
he
that's
was
what-
Mandela.
Is it that, or is it that some people believe he was never the president of?
But something to do with
It
Mandela.
has something to do
Wait,
with
let me just go to the origin and find out. The origin.
Prison number 30 years.
First question, the Mandela
A paranormal researcher, Fiona Boom, who noticed that many people shared a false memory of Nelson
Yeah,
Mandela dying in prison.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's the Mandela effect. But he didn't die in prison, but
He
more.
didn't.
Okay.
Actually, he had become a victim of his different
They
Mandela
made
effect.
much differently.
Which is also Mandela effect.
Our Mandela effect.
Oh,
We have a
shit.
Mandela effect of what we think the
Mandela
Mandela
section.
effect is.
Damn.
God damn, and that's consciousness.
That's consciousness for you guys. huh?
Okay.
Full circle.
So I'll ask this question to you guys. That time I was telling Priyanshu, imagine one day you died. That time we just said it, no, but imagine one day you died and you just woke up and you just realized if it was all a dream this whole life, how would you feel? Let me know in the comments. All right. Okay, is that the end of the episode? You want to end it right here? Or you want to have one last thing you want to talk about?
A fun fact.
What?
Fun fact, chill out. Fun
What?
fact.
What's a fun fact?
A fun fact, I'm guessing. And Priyanshu picked an excellent date to come to Bhutan. Like 16.
16 where
Not angel numbers. He told you about angel numbers.
16.
Yeah,
man.
that's the number, man.
Yeah.
2 marks to
Waited,
show.
man.
2 marks to
Too
show
much
history,
history
man.
exam. Come on, man.
That's
He
matching Meru.
waited, man.
Yeah.
He was
So
waiting.
when Meru in 1616 at the same time, Galileo Galilei was taken to courts because he told everyone, the Christian church, that the universe didn't revolve around the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So basically,
So interesting things that happened in
at the
1616.
same time.
Yeah, man. Interesting. And sometimes I feel like if you have a stubborn, very like belief in something which you really think is true and you really think it's like you're based on fact, intelligence more. You should be stubborn like Galileo, man. Imagine being Galileo, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, living in a world where everything is flat. It's like, motherfucker, I don't think it's flat, man. I don't think the universe revolves around me. We revolve around something else. And no one's, get a load of that guy, man. No.
I'm dispute but he was like the moon is a perfect smooth surface. You know that telescope he zobe. It has craters. He debunked a lot of things.
Yeah.
And
He figured a lot of things.
This
For
is
his
black
time,
shit.
I know, imagine,
1600s,
that's what I'm
man.
saying. Imagine being this profound, more living amongst like you, basically like ants. You remember now thinking, but you've like unlocked at least one secret to the universe in that time.
Yeah, man. It's a huge. That's why people still remember him.
That's
like
no.
we remember Shot.
the entire cruise song.
Like it's dynamite.
Sometimes saying, "Ayo, gotta lay."
He says Galileo.
I gotta let go.
Okay. Mandela Effect again, man. God damn, man. What a way to end the episode, man.
Last fun fact.
Yeah.
The word vanity means two things.
Oh, yeah. Love that word.
Oh, the word vanity, one of the meanings is that vanity means having pride. No, it's like having a sense of pride, feeling like everything revolves around you. Remember it. It's like everything revolves around you.
You are the
vanity
universe.
also means emptiness or uselessness. So it's kind of like connecting the dots with it. It's like your pride is empty there. So just let go of the ego, man. Let go of the facade, man. Be yourself.
By the way, I really enjoyed me taking a step back, back and forth. Excellent.
What do we take back and forth?
Consciousness.
Consciousness.
The consciousness section. 30 minutes, come on. 30 minutes.
I really like the back and forth, man. The bouncing.
No.
Keep on bouncing, guys.
Keep on bouncing. All right, then let's call it the end of the episode. Thank you for Susu and Nola joining in again, and also TTJ who was there, and also Sexy who was here. They also left more. He also left more.
He left, yeah.
Yeah, man. We've been talking for a while.
But yeah, cameos, man. Yeah.
So yeah, what do you guys think? If you guys want another episode similar to whether it be in the stars in the sky or the depths of hell below us, or the
Let us know them.
what we'll talk about. We talk about weird things. Okay, sometimes we talk about Dinglon. Sometimes we talk about stars. Okay, that's what the podcast is all about. So thank you for tuning in till now. And if you watched till now, till the end of this episode, and you've not been subscribed, please, I hope you do subscribe, because it's 56% of y'all who are not. So I would appreciate if you do. And also, I appreciate this few like foreign people coming up, foreign audience, man. I thought usually I should Dupsura listening to the podcast. Yeah, one, two. Some guy just messaged me saying that, "Hi, I'm from Assam. I listen to the podcast." I'm like, how are you listening to the podcast, man? And he's like,
How do you understand it, man?
yeah, he's like,
Thanks.
yeah, the Zonka part goes over my head, but the English part's are good. So I appreciate it. So I hope if any one of you guys are not Bhutanese and just stumble upon the podcast because maybe your partner or your friend recommended it, thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe. And thank you to our members here. Thank you. Thank you for supporting and appreciating.
What's the background for that?
Yeah,
No,
we'll change it.
Blade of grass, yeah.
No. A blade of grass, just a single blade. A blade, it look at a blade, remember? I thought it was going to be a blade.
Or something with conscience.
Okay, now we're in the end.
Or just do a meme, yeah.
What do we keep? What do you think we want to keep? I'm supposed to be my redemption episode now, but we already did that episode last time. But it's okay. Keep arguing in the comments.
We'll see the vibe.
Okay. In the more. Me and Cow God himself. The cow episode. Okay. Until the next episode. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching.
Oh.